Prabhascha, Shri Rupam Prajatam Sadhyanam Samsajiva, Sadvaitam Sadhuta, Puritana Saita Pikate Devam Shri Radha Krishna Padam Sagana Lalita Shri Krishna Kamritascha. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. 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 It's October 12th, 2010. Soho, London. We're reading from Canto 10, Chapter 13, Brahma stealing the boys and cows. We read text 21 and text 22. We could just read text 21. Have you already discussed the significance of this chapter in terms of the history of ISKCON?
Prabhupada's last book.
This is Prabhupada's last book. Chapter represents Srila Prabhupada's last writing, and have you all seen the video where Prabhupada's lying in his bed before he leaves the planet, and Jayadurja Maharaj is putting the microphone to his mouth? You all seen that? Yeah. So that's this what we're reading right now. So in order to produce this, Prajumna was reading in little small bits the Sanskrit translations and the different commentaries of the Acharyas to Srila Prabhupada. And then Prabhupada was commenting. Okay, so you put 22. 21. Tat tadvat sanpritan ritpa, tat tad goshte niveshyasa, tat tad amba bavad rajams, tat tat sadma pravistavan. Tat tat vatsan.
Tat tat vatsan.
Thank you. The calves which belong to different cows.
The cows belong to different cows.
Pritak.
Pritak.
Separately.
Separately.
Nitva.
Nitva.
Bringing.
Bringing.
Tat tat goshte.
Tat tat goshte.
To their respective cowsheds.
To their respective cows.
Nivesha.
Nivesha.
Entering.
Entering.
Saha.
Saha.
Krishna.
Krishna.
Tat tat atma.
Tat tat atma.
As originally different individual souls.
As originally different individual souls.
Abhavat.
Abhavat.
He expanded himself in that way.
He expanded himself that way.
Rajan.
Rajan.
O King Parikshit.
O King Parikshit.
Tat tat sadma.
Tat tat sadma.
Their respective houses.
Their respective houses.
Pravistavan.
Pravistavan.
Entered.
Entered.
Krishna thus entered everywhere.
Krishna thus entered everywhere.
Translation. O Maharaj Parikshit.
O Maharaj Parikshit.
You want to repeat that to you? Sure, go ahead. That's fine. Krishna, who had divided himself as different calves,
Krishna has divided himself into different cows.
and also as different cowherd boys,
Also different cows.
entered different cowsheds
Entered cows.
as the calves,
As the cows.
and then different homes
And different homes.
as different boys.
As different boys.
That's why you have tat tat vatsan pritanitva, tat tat goshte niveshasa, tat tat atma bhavan rajams, tat tat sadma pravishtava. So they're there. Those calves went into those goshalas, those boys went into those homes, into their respective homes. And Krishna, as each of them entered, purport. Krishna had many friends. Nowadays people on Facebook, right, some of them have many friends, but we probably don't know all of them. If you have like 1,000 friends, you're probably not quite sure who all of them are. But Krishna knew all of his friends. Krishna had many friends, of whom Sridama, Sudama, and Subal were prominent. Thus Krishna himself became Sridama, Sudama, and Subal, and entered their respective houses with their respective cows. Tat tad vatsan pratan nitva, tat tad goshte niveshasa, tat tad atma bhavan rajans, tat tad sadma pravishtam. O Maharaj Parikshit, Krishna, who had divided himself as different cows and also as different cowherd boys, entered different cowsheds as the cows, and then different homes as different boys. How many times do we have different in this translation? How many times did Prabhupada say the word different?
4.
4. Different calves, different cowherd boys, different cow sheds and different homes. So in this world, everything is different from everything else. Just hearing this morning, Prabhupada said, if you look at the sun, you can understand a little bit just from seeing the sunshine. Something about the nature of the sun. You can't understand the details, but you can understand something. So if we look at this world, we can understand something about the Creator, or God. And one of the things we can understand is that He really likes different. Every snowflake is different from every other snowflake. Why? What would be the harm if every single snowflake was exactly like every other snowflake? But they've never found, no scientist has ever found, 2 snowflakes alike. That's just matter. And it's matter that exists for how long? How long does a snowflake exist as an individual snowflake? Not very long. And still, each one is different. Forever. Not just during a particular snowfall, but since the beginning of time and until the end of time, each snowflake is different. Now, first of all, that tells you that whoever engineered that must be awfully clever. Because there's a lot of snowflakes. But it also tells you that Krishna likes differences. Even among matter. And what to speak of us? Each of us is different. That, by the way, is the essential astonishment of this pastime. When Brahma comes back and he sees that there's copies of all of the cowherd boys and all of the calves. What is so astonishing to him? He's completely astonished. What astonishes him? What is so astonishing? That there's 2 sets, 2 identical sets of cowherd boys and calves. Why is that so astonishing to him?
Deja vu. Deja vu.
Deja vu?
Error in the matrix.
I mean, suppose you came here tomorrow morning and there were doubles of everybody. Why would that be astonishing?
Because you don't see it every day.
Well, I certainly don't see it every day. But what's so surprising about that? To Lord Brahma, who has 4 heads, the most intelligent person in the creation. Why is that so amazing? He couldn't figure it out. He tried and tried and tried. Expanded his quality of omniscience, and he couldn't figure it out.
Can you repeat the question again? Sorry.
Okay, Brahma comes back, and he sees what's being described here. He sees that Krishna has assumed the form of each individual cowherd boy and each individual calf, and they were all different. They were each exactly like the original ones. It wasn't like Krishna and Ras Leela, where they all were like Krishna. They were exactly like each cowherd boy and each calf, who were each different from each other. Why is that so astonishing?
Because he also had another set back at his place.
Well, so what? There's 2 sets. What's so astonishing about there being 2 sets?
It's only supposed to be 1 set.
Why?
Because that's the way it normally is in the material world. There's only 1 individual.
Only in the material world?
Is the same in the spiritual world?
It's what the same in the spiritual.
Like only 1 set of individual things?
Is it astonishing to him because he's got material consciousness?
No. Because he has material consciousness, he stole the boys and the calves in the first place. Why is it so astonishing to have 2 identical sets?